Hi guys, Dave Essex from Stake Your Claim, coming to you from beautiful Palm Desert, California, where the sun always shines. Today I want to relate a story to you that takes place in a courtroom. A young man stands before a magistrate. The magistrate had seen this young man in his courtroom many times since he was a young lad, into his young adulthood, into his adulthood, and finally today, where he was about to be sentenced to time in the penitentiary. And the judge, who had great recognition of the boy's father, as the boy's father had been a well-known attorney, looks at the defendant and says, "Son, do you remember your father?" And the young man says, "Why, yes, of course, I do remember my father." And the magistrate says to the defendant, "Can you tell me what you remember best of him?" And the young man thinks for a moment and answers back, "Well, Your Honor, I remember this. Oftentimes, as a young man, and oftentimes as a child, I would go into my father's study. I would often see him there reading, engaged heavily in his books. And when I would ask him for advice, he would look up from his book with a snarl on his face and quickly say, 'Boy, can't you see I'm reading? You must leave.' Other times, when I would go into his office and I would see him reading, I would say, 'Dad, I need some companionship. Can I confide in you?' And the father once again would look up from his book with a snarl on his face and say, 'Son, can't you see I'm in the middle of reading? You must be off. I've got work to do.' And the judge, taking all of this in, thought to himself, he finished the book, but sacrificed the son." Now the point of the story is this. Many of us are workaholics. And in many cases, that is a good thing. But far too often, the workaholic is also lazy, in that the workaholic fails to relate to their children, to their family, to the members of their team and downline on an emotional level, on a level where people confide in them, where people need to counsel with them, where people need to go to them for advice on how to get to another level, how to get to the next stage, how to make their business move and thrive. They become so busy in their day-to-day activity and in trying to recruit, but never taking the time to get down, get into the mud of things, and work with that person to make them a better marketer, to make them a better business person, and to make them a better member of the online community. It takes a lot of effort to communicate to your family, to your spouse, to your children, to your team, than it does to just simply recruit people and pass them on. So the point of today's message is simply this. As you grow your business, stick with your business. Work with each member until they can be on their own, until they are in a position that they can lead others. Don't just be a workaholic. Don't just try to recruit. But get down, learn to communicate effectively. Learn to communicate emotionally. You'll find that your team will grow, the people around you will desire to be with you more, and that financial freedom will be there for sure. So until next time, Dave Essex from Palm Desert, California, saying, if you like the message today, please like, share, and comment. And if you'd like to work with me personally and know more about me, I welcome you to hit me up on Facebook, become part of Team Stake Your Claim, write to me at stakeyourclaim@aol.com. I look forward to sharing my journey along with your journey, communicating with one another, and growing our teams to the top of the mountain where success is right there, ready to be given to us. So until next time, from Palm Desert, California, I wish you a great afternoon. Bye now.